And talking about multiple fronts and spreading yourself too thin, let's tell you what Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has been up to. Whipping up trouble for himself. Erdogan thought he would arm twist the European Union and get away with it. He thought he could provoke Greece with impunity. He could whip up religious hate against France, provoke Cyprus at sea, and nothing would happen. Well, Erdogan was wrong. Here's some news for Turkey, and it spells trouble. The European Union is ready to slap sanctions on Turkey. The details of who and what will be sanctioned is not out, but here's what's being reported. Number one, Turkish individuals will be targeted. Number two, sanctions will also hit Turkish companies, those that are involved in gas exploration. Number three, Turkish research and drilling vehicles would not be spared either. They could be prohibited from entering EU ports. They may also be blocked from procuring replacement parts. Number four, banks financing Turkish drilling companies may be slapped with European Union sanctions, which means that banks will stop dealing with Turkish firms. And that is not all, by the way. There is more bad news. We saved the worst for the last. Reports say the European Union could formally end talks on Turkey's membership to the EU. It is the end of Turkey's Brussels dream. Turkey applied for it first in 1989, and for 30 years it has been dreaming the European Union dream. Well, now it may be over thanks to the president. What does Erdogan have to say about all of this? He responded with his trademark brazenness.
Yani bu konuda Türkiye'ye yönelik
Any sanctions decision that can be taken against Turkey will not concern Turkey much. Since 1963, the EU is officially constantly imposing sanctions on us anyway. The EU has never acted honestly.
Bu yana Avrupa Birliği bize zaten sürekli yaptırım uyguluyor.
He said this 2 days back. Sanctions will not concern Turkey much. This is what Erdogan says. Well, he's lying. Sanctions will hurt Turkey's business interests. The scale of the injury will be known as soon as the EU publishes a list of the sanctioned individuals and entities. The fear of secondary sanctions will also isolate Turkey from trade partners. Sanctioning Turkey was a matter of credibility for the European Union. They had to do it. As for Erdogan, his list of bad news is not yet over. He may claim to not care about EU sanctions, but here's something that will surely give him sleepless nights. American sanctions, well, they too are coming soon. The United States is planning to impose sanctions against Turkey. What for? For Ankara's acquisition of the Russian S-400 missile defense system. Reports claim the announcement could be made before the 12th of December. According to Reuters, the US sanctions could hit Turkey's presidency of defense industries. It could also target the institution's head, Ismail Demir. Turkey bought the S-400 system in the year 2019. Under CATSA, or the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, America can impose sanctions on countries that engage with the Russian defense industry or the intelligence sector. Well, Erdogan did not see this coming. Here's what he said on the 9th of December.
Sayın Biden,
Let Mr. Biden take office first. Presumably once he takes office, we'll sit down with Mr. Biden and talk about certain issues.
Oturup bazı şeyleri konuşacağız.
It's a double whammy for Erdogan. Sanctions from America and Europe would hit Turkey's economy. The virus from China has already battered it. There is double-digit inflation. There is slowdown. Turkey's foreign reserves are drying up. And now the Turkish lira has weakened as much as 1.4% following the news of the sanctions. Who is to be blamed for all of this? One man, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. His ambitions have put Turkey in a difficult position. His theatrics have upset the world. Our next report brings you a list of Erdogan's political misdeeds.
He wanted to be a caliph. He also wanted to unseat Saudi Arabia. He wanted to be a friend of the United States and also do business with Russia. He wanted to lead Turkey into the European Union, but not without provoking European nations. It's good to be ambitious, but unchecked ambition can be disastrous. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is a living example. He has single-handedly managed to upset the whole world and lead Turkey into an uncertain and isolated future. Erdogan came to power in 2003 as Turkey's Prime Minister. And 17 years on, his list of misdeeds is only growing.
We have unanimously observed that Turkey has continued with its provocations.
The European Union is unhappy with Turkey. The bloc is pressing sanctions. Erdogan sent a gas exploration ship to waters claimed by Greece and Cyprus. He also took on France.
Macron is a burden on France.
Erdogan questioned French President Emmanuel Macron's mental health. Why? Because France was cracking down on radical Islam. And Erdogan wants to lead the Muslim world. Here's how he's marching towards his goal. Erdogan is already on the wrong side of the OIC, or the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. In 2019, he joined then Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad for an Islamic conference. It was seen as an attempt by Turkey and Malaysia to form a parallel alliance. Iran too was part of the conference. But guess what? Erdogan managed to upset Tehran too. He recited a politically incorrect poem during his visit to Azerbaijan. Turkey's role in the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict has not gone down too well with Russia. Russia supported Armenia in the war. Turkey backed Azerbaijan. Russia managed to get Baku and Yerevan to sign a peace deal. And now Erdogan has landed in Baku to fan the flames again.
My dear brother Ilham Aliyev had some advice for the French. What did he say? If they love Armenians so much, then they should give Marseille to the Armenians.
This hate-mongering is not getting Erdogan anywhere. They say your enemy's enemy is your friend. In Erdogan's case, Russia's enemy is slapping Turkey with sanctions. The United States is upset with Turkey over its purchase of the S-400 defense system. Erdogan has managed to burn bridges with India too, by calling Kashmir a quote-unquote burning issue. So here's a question. Is Erdogan left with any friends at all? The EU is out, as is the US. The Gulf is out, as is India. Russia is upset, as is Iran. So who's left? Erdogan has literally upset the whole world. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION, World is One.